All right, this is another round of the 10-minute warm-up, and we're going to start with a little bit of balancing work on the feet, and then we'll take this into the arms and the upper body quite a bit as well. So to start this, just seat your feet about hips-width distance apart, and then bring your hands behind your back. So palms open, fingers wide, keep your shoulders pulled back and keep the elbows wide. I'm just turning for the camera here. We're going to go back and forth from up to down. Now I want you to put your weight to your left foot, lift the right, and go slow. Bend your left knee. Right hand comes down to the floor, belly to your left thigh. Step the right foot over to the left, come down low. And then press into your left foot, take this slow. Come back up with your feet side by side. On the other side, weight to the right foot, lift the left. Now hinge forward, left hand down. Belly to your right thigh, left foot steps over to the right. Press into your right foot, come back up the vertical. Just take it slow. Both feet down. We'll take 2 more rounds. Come over to the left foot, lift the right. Hinge forward, right hand to the floor, belly to your left thigh, step the right foot over to the left, and then press into your left foot, bring it back up, back to standing. Weight to your right foot, lift the left again. Hinge forward, bring your left hand down. Belly to the right thigh, left foot steps over to the right. Press into your right foot, and lift back up, back to center. Weight to your left foot, lift the right one more time. Hinge forward, right hand down. Belly to your left thigh, step the right foot to the left as far as you can, and then bring it forward, press into your left foot, and come back up. One more time on the other side. On the right, lift your left foot, hinge forward, left hand comes down. Belly to the right thigh, step your left foot over to the right side, press into your right foot, bring it back up the vertical, and then just look down and see your feet are together. Now with your feet together, reach the arms straight forward. And we're going to work some compression, so closing the hinge of the hips and folding completely. Bring your torso onto your thighs as flat as you can. So while your feet are together, just look forward and reach forward. Hang your seat back, bend the knees, and fold down, belly to your thighs. Maybe sink your hips down a little bit further down and keep reaching forward. And then come all the way back up to standing. Again, bend the knees, pull your belly in. Belly to your thighs, sink your hips down, keep reaching. And then come all the way back up. Now we'll take it down one more time. Bend the knees, sink your seat back, fold down, belly to your thighs, flatten out, and reach forward, stay low this time. Now try to sink your hips lower. We're going to come all the way down to a seat. At any point, you can bring your hands down behind you, but give this a try. Let the knees go wider. Keep reaching forward, sink further down. And what you're trying to do here is reach forward, come down low, and set yourself down without any impact. And then once you're down, feet in front of your hips with distance, hands behind the shoulders, and just go ahead and twist. Fold your knees right and left just to loosen things up. And then just bring this into center. So feet, hips width, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips to the sides right and left. Push down, lift your seat up off the floor. Let's just crab walk this. So just shift your weight side to side and walk this to the back. And I'm assuming you're on a yoga mat, so about that length, about 5 or 6 feet. And once you walked all the way back, walk this forward and take it all the way to the front. Now from the front, just walk it backwards again, but this time exaggerate and try to twist, opening your chest to one side and then the other. So lift from the shoulder and really press into that base hand. And then from the back, reverse direction, walk forward the same way. Now from the front, just walk back again, come back into center, and then just set yourself down, shake your hands out for a moment. And we'll just take this right into reverse tabletop. Now feet in front of your hips with distance, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Palms down. If you can, point the fingertips forward, but if you need to, just rotate the fingers to the sides. Now just press down, lift your seat up off the floor. And let's go up and down. Inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips up again. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, lift up one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. Now as your glutes are squeezing, press your heels down, pull them toward your hands and engage even more tension here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just sink straight down. Now once you come down, shake your hands out for a moment. And then go across at the ankles, roll forward your hands, come into all fours. And let's take a wrist stretch from here. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Look down at your hands. Now you can just keep the palms down, but rotate your fingertips to the sides and then in toward your knees as far as you can go. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down, arms straight. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And with your palms still flat, take this further. Try to slide your knees back. And just take this as far as you can with the palms still on the floor. Keep gripping with your fingers, and maybe just stay here, keep your spine lifted. Now, if you can take it even further, keep the fingertips pressing down, hold the tension in your hands, and just move the legs one at a time. Extend your right leg to the left as far as you can go and touch the big toe down. And then bring that knee back to center. We're working a twist here. Left big toe to the right as far as you can go. And then come back into center. Right big toe over to the left again. And then bring the knee back down. Left big toe over to the right again. And then bring the knee back to center. Right big toe over to the left one more time. Back to center here. Left big toe over to the right one more time. And then come back into center. And then once you come back in, walk the knees in a little bit closer. Come up onto the fingertips. And just take a regular all fours. So palms down, wrists under the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Now we're going to take another wrist stretch here, but we're going to take this as a modified side plank, one hand at a time. So I want you to slide your right hand over to the left, inside your left hand. So go far to the left. And then flip your right hand over. Back of the hand down, palm up. The fingertips point out to the left side. Set the left hand on top of the right to flatten that hand out. Now, keep the right hand tense with the fingertips pressing down. Maybe just stay here and circle your shoulder over your wrist. And this is good enough. Now, if you want to take it further, keep the right hand firm like this, but step the left foot behind the right, and this puts you into the modified side plank. Stack the left hip above the right. Now, if you can take it even further, lift your left foot up off the floor. And to move with this, bring the left knee forward toward your shoulder. Just go slow. And then extend the leg back. Knee to left shoulder. And extend the leg back again. Knee to left shoulder. Extend the leg back. Knee to left shoulder. And then extend this back. Knee to left shoulder one more time. Extend the leg back one more time. And then bring the knee down. Go ahead, release the right hand, shake it out. And then I want to take that on the other side. So once you're ready, again, set it up for all fours. Wrists under the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. This time, slide your left hand to the right. Flip your left hand over. Back of the hand down, palm up, the fingertips point to the side. Now keep your fingertips pressing down. Set the right hand on top of the left. Keep that left hand tense. And maybe just stay here and circle your shoulders over your wrist. Now, if you're going to take it further, step the right foot behind the left, open up with the right hip above the left, and then maybe lift that right leg up. To move, bring that right knee forward toward your shoulder, and extend the leg back. Knee to right shoulder, and extend the leg back again. Knee to right shoulder, extend this back. Knee to right shoulder, and extend this back. Knee to shoulder one more time. Extend it back one more time. And then go ahead, set your knee down, and then go ahead, release this. Come down to sitting on your heels. And just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. All right, now from here, let's take it to a forearm plank. So from all fours, bring your forearms down, and you can set this up with the forearms parallel, palms down, or push the palms together. Just see your elbows and shoulder width. Step your feet back, bring your body into line, and set your feet about hips width distance apart. Keep your hands pressing down and keep your spine lifted. Now, from here, let's take a side plank variation. Roll your heels to the right. Come up onto your left hand, so both feet are on the floor. Just keep your hips high. This is good enough. Now, if you can take it further, reach your left arm past your head. Hips are still high. And if you can move with this, take an inhale. Now, with the exhale, just sink your hips down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift this up and reach. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift up and reach. Now with the exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then bring the left forearm down, bring this into center. And let's take the other side. Roll your heels left and come up onto your right hand. Keep your hips high. If you're going to go further, stretch your right arm past your head. The hips are still lifted. And then to move from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the hips down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift and reach. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift and reach. Now with the exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift and reach. Come back into center. And go set your knees down. Come up onto your hands, back into all fours. All right, and then from all fours, we are going to take this toward a modified Russian push-up here. We're going to do 3 sets, and you can always take this further, but we'll take the first round at least with the knees on the floor. So just set this up. Bring your knees together, keep your hips stacked over your knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder width. Rotate your fingertips to the sides so the middle fingers are right and left about 45 degrees. Now keep in mind, this is a push-up motion here. To make this work, you want to bring your shoulders forward as far as you can when you're bringing this forward, and keep your elbows squeezing in toward your sides. Hold that tension with the elbows pulled in. So let's give this a try. So press in your hands, keep the arms straight here to start. Lean your shoulders forward and look forward. Keep the elbows squeezing in as they're bent. Now, shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down halfway, just hold here with the elbows squeezing in. Elbows are bent, pull your weight back and bring the forearms down to the floor. Arms are still bent, shift forward to where you were. Keep the elbows squeezing in, and then press up to straight. 2 more rounds. Shoulders forward, elbows in, sink this halfway down. And then pull your weight back, bring the elbows down to the floor. Now shift your weight forward, keep the elbows squeezing in, and then press it up to straight. 1 more round. Shoulders forward, elbows in, sink down halfway. And then bring your weight back, elbows come down to the floor. Now shift your weight forward, squeeze the elbows in like this, and press it back up to straight. And just take a moment here, relax. Now we'll do 2 more sets like that. Now you got the option. You can always do it like we just did with the knees on the floor. That will be much easier. And as long as you're feeling tension in the arms, you're doing fine. If your arms are shaking, even better. You're at the limit of where your strength is, and you're trying to get used to that sort of tension. That's where the shaking starts. Now if you're able to take this further, do it with straight legs. And that'll bring you through plank, chaturanga, and dolphin. Either way, the arm action is the same. So go ahead and set this up. You can keep your knees down or step your feet back. Either way, the hands are shoulder width, fingertips out to the sides. And let's go back and forth from here. So 3 rounds again. Shoulders forward, elbows squeeze in, come down halfway and hold. Now bring your weight back, elbows come down to the floor. Shift your weight forward, keep the elbows squeezing in like this. Press back up to straight. And again, shoulders forward, elbows in, sink down halfway. Bring your weight back, elbows come down to the floor. Now shift your weight forward, squeeze the elbows in again. Press back up to straight. 1 last round. Shoulders forward, elbows in, come down halfway. Bring your weight back, elbows come down to the floor. Shift your weight forward, pull the elbows in, and then press back up to straight. And just take a moment here, relax. Now we already done 2 sets. You can always shake your hands out, roll your shoulders out a little bit. And we're going to take it through 1 more set. Now, if you did it with straight legs and that was a little bit too much, don't be shy about coming back down onto the knees. It's all about feeling tension in the arms, across the shoulders, and the upper back. So take the version that actually works for you. You don't have to be hardcore. Now, to set this up, again, wrists underneath the shoulders, fingertips out to the sides, middle fingers 45 degrees right or left. You can have the knees down with your hips over your knees, or you can step your feet back with the legs together. Either way, let's go ahead for the last round. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down halfway. Pull your weight back, elbows come down to the floor. Shift your weight forward and squeeze the elbows in. Press up to straight. 2 more times. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down halfway. Pull back, elbows come down to the floor. Shift your weight forward, keep the elbows squeezing in. Press back up to straight. Last time. Shoulders forward, elbows in, come down halfway. Bring it back, elbows down to the floor. Shift it forward, keep the elbows squeezing in, and then press up to straight. And then go ahead, relax. Sit yourself down, shake out your hands, roll your shoulders out a little bit. And that is supposed to be plenty hard, keep in mind. All right, and that is the 10-minute warm-up for this round. Thank you very much.